Hey fam, welcome back. It is a Sunday afternoon and I am getting ready to fix up some lunch for myself and my mom and my husband. We are fixing today some pork loin chops, boneless, and we're using this Chipotle pineapple seasoning. We are having this with baked sweet potatoes and some of that squash and zucchini and corn that I had made at the beginning of the week. So I just wanted to, check in with you guys and let you know that we're just doing a quick little lunch. Anyway, I hope your Sundays are going well. My Sunday's going really well, and if you're wondering how I came up with this idea, I actually didn't come up with it. I went ahead and went to Sam's Club yesterday with my husband, and we saw they had one of these being sampled. So they had the pork chop with this Chipotle pineapple, Kinder's Chipotle pineapple seasoning, and I tasted it. And I'm really not a person that really likes pork chops, but I can tell you so much that those pork chops were probably the best pork chops I've ever had. So I picked up the Chipotle pineapple seasoning, and I picked up that package of pork chops, which were only $9 for $9 for 6 very thick pork loin chops. See, very thick. And so I'm gonna cook up a few of these today for our lunch/dinner. On Sundays we have a long, busier day, and so we don't have as much time to fix both lunch and dinner, but in between our time where we go to church, we have time to fix dinner. And today we didn't go out to eat, so we are here at home fixing lunch. And again, it's going to be lunch/dinner, because when we go to church later, by the time we come back home, we really don't eat a big meal. If anything, we might snack on something, just for to get a little bit more nutrients before we go to bed, but we try not to do anything too heavy on these days. Anyway, so excited about that. What else? So today was a really good service. And right here on the thing, I'm just going to season this side, and she says she seasoned both sides of the pork chop. So I guess I'll put one. Wow, this pineapple, you can literally smell the pineapple on this. It literally smells like I just cut open a fresh pineapple, and I didn't. So I'm really excited about this and how good it's going to taste. I don't know if I put too much seasoning, but somebody said if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. So I guess I'll see about that, but let's see. There's some really good stuff in here. It's got sea salt, sugar, spices, dehydrated garlic, chipotle peppers, brown sugar, dehydrated onion, maltodextrin. I don't know if that's a good thing, but it does smell good. Rice concentrate, citric acid, sunflower oil, which I know some of those oils are not that good for you, but it probably has a little tiny bit because it's toward the end. Lime juice powder, pineapple juice powder, and natural flavor. So it does smell wonderful. All right, I got my pan heating up with a little bit of oil. A little avocado oil, just enough to sizzle it. And she said to cook it on both sides, but I'm going to have to make sure that the internal temperature on the thickest part of the meat is 165 degrees. So I'm going to let these stay on about 4 minutes on each side, just to make sure that this pork is cooked. Now, my pan wasn't that hot yet, but I'm going to try and see if I can get that pan heated up enough to where the seasoning will sizzle and stick onto these pork chops. Now, when I looked at her pan, it was pretty dark in color, probably due to the brown sugar that's in the seasoning. But right now, I'm just putting a little couple of holes in here to tenderize it a bit. But I'm telling you, she didn't need to add anything else to these pork chops. They were so good. And she had them sliced up like little thin slices, like a double. And so this will last us for a while, this pork chop. They probably have leftovers tomorrow. that. That's kind of how it's looking. So charred there. What's the next one over? Oh yeah, that one looks really good. See the char on that. Oh, and that one came out perfect. As you can see, these charred pork chops are looking really good. That one's about 180. Currently 180. Yep. And this one is past 180. So the pork chops are done right on time. Now I'm going to turn them on their side to get a little bit of that char. So we'll have the sides of it. Color to it. Looks good to me, y'all. Let's find it. Let's see how it comes out. But all I know is this is how she made it with this type of thickness of pork chop, and they were just so delicious. So something inexpensive. You can get a 6-pack of these at Sam's Club for $9. One of these will probably feed 2 of us, and so there'll be leftovers extra to have for dinner tomorrow or for breakfast, whatever, however you like it. God can do anything. So I'm going to ask him to, I'm going to come out there and tell him to call me out there. And so the Lord says, come on out. And Peter steps out of the boat, and he's doing so good. And he's walking by faith, and he's out there. And then here comes a storm out of nowhere. And he took his eyes off the Lord, and he started trusting in himself again, his own abilities. And he recognized that he can't walk on that water without the Lord. Like, your eyes have to stay on the Lord. And I'm learning that from that story this week, that it goes against everything in my flesh to really trust the Lord in all situations. Like, I second guess myself all the time. I question myself, and I'm like, why am I not doing this? Why I should be doing this? Why am I not doing that? And I'll talk to my husband about it. He'll say, no, just don't do that, and just don't go. And I can get on other people about that too, especially family members. I'm like, well, you didn't listen to Dad when he told you this or whatever. But I'm doing the same thing where my husband is saying, no, don't. And I'm like, but are you sure? I don't know. Are you sure? Like, what do you think? And he'll say, okay, well, you made up your mind. You decided that you're going to go ahead and do it. So, and then I do it. And I'm like, why did you let me do that? And he's like, I didn't. I told you not to. But you went ahead and did it. And that has to do with trust. And I'm fully admitting that fault, that I struggle with trust. And I just need to trust. I just need to trust the Lord. It's not things that we can see that we trust. It's always that, we trust because we have the Word of God, and that's something we can see and read. But there's places the Lord calls us to go, or things to do, things to let go, things to wait for, and because we don't see it in the time that we may feel like people are pushing us to see that or get moving or figure it out, or what are you doing? We may feel like that's what they're doing. A lot of people aren't doing that. They're not trying to push you into doing something because they're on their own journey of trusting the Lord. And sometimes you can feel like that. You can feel like you have pressure to do what somebody else wants you to do or to please somebody else. But that's not really the case. That might be something that is in your heart, because I can attest to it that I have done that, where I have thought that somebody's pushing me to do something and I better do it, because if I don't, then and it's not just somebody, but it may be somebody that I think is close to me that may be saying something. I may think that it's for me, or maybe the Lord is moving in my heart and saying, okay, what are you going to do about this? But I try to go to my spiritual head, my husband, and ask him, to pray for me and to help me to get a clear mind. And sometimes I just have to go to the Lord myself. And when I make up my mind, I just need to stick with it. And even if there's consequences that come with it that are not the consequences I wanted, I have to get used to and comfortable with things not going the way I always wanted to go. So I'm only telling you this because I'm going through it myself. I'm dealing with it. I don't have it conquered. I haven't figured it all out, and I don't think I will in this life. Excuse me. But I think that we can encourage each other just to try to hang in there. There may be some things that the Lord tells me to wait on and stop doing, or just be patient, that may look like everything's falling apart when I do that, but the Lord is not. If anything, the Lord might be tearing something down so something else better, or something that He has planned, can be built up in its place. And to me, it seems like my whole world's being torn down, but really it's just my foundation was faulty. It was built on something that was frivolous or vain, built on vanity. And so the Lord's tearing it down, and to me it feels like it's the whole world being torn down, but really it's the Lord taking stuff out that doesn't need to be there, so that He can do something with me. So yeah, these videos are good, not just to share with y'all, but to go back and look on and be reminded of. So I hope, if anything, that this channel can be that for all of us. And I don't really have much going on in my life that's that exciting. So, apart from probably hearing me trying to encourage you, and apart from me, making a few meals that y'all probably have already made before or seen made, you probably won't see that much exciting things going on in my life. We don't do a lot of things, but the things that we do have, try to be thankful for what we have and what we can do. As I've seen in life how important certain things are, like the little things that we don't think of, some people don't even have or can't even experience. And so these things, I'm being caught through these different circumstances, just to continuously pray and continuously be thankful, have a thankful spirit, thankful heart. The Lord can do something with that. I know that much. But if you're unthankful, you're miserable, you complain all the time, you're not happy with anything, Lord can't do nothing with you, for you. You won't be able to receive it. So anyway, I love y'all, and I hope again that you're having a wonderful day. And try out that dish, the Chipotle pineapple pork chops. I bet this would taste good on chicken too, like grilled chicken breast, or grilled boneless skinless chicken thighs. Try it on shrimp. What else? I'm gonna try this on a piece of tilapia. I bet that would taste good, because I like a tilapia fish. So I think this is one of those seasonings that can go across all kinds of meats. So if you try it, let me know what you think. And if you have something else that I don't know, summertime, I love pineapple, mango, anything tropical to add to the dishes in the summertime. I love that because it kind of brings you into that summer vibe, that summer mode, and you're just like, you feel like you're eating fresh, and throw some vegetables with it, a salad or whatever, and you're good to go. So anyway, I love y'all. I hope you have a beautiful day. See you next time. Love you.